Hey kids, welcome back to the channel. I said hey guys last time like some sort of weird YouTuber person. Ew. I'm Zach, not Kyle, or Zach for short, and today we're discussing the rework polls. Also, before the video begins, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be streaming every Tuesday and Thursday over here on YouTube at 8 PM EST, and it'll be a good old kiki, so pop on in whenever you want to, and I'll have my VODs uploaded into a playlist on my channel. Now let's get into the pain that is today's video. So with Season 11's release came the Ruination short, Viego's announcement, the skin line hints, the Warden skin releases, Elo refreshes, mass confusion, Season 11 item pain, hysteria, issues with the client galore, everything involving Viego being terrible, etc. But there is one thing that I think is quite questionable from patch 11.1. But we're about to hit patch 11.3, I hear you saying. And to that I say, fuck you. This is my channel. I still have a lot of thoughts on the rework polls. We're going to break down the 5 reworked champions, who Riot clearly wants to give the rework to, who the fans want to give the rework to, my opinions on the champions selected, etc. Here we go. Let's start with a quick briefing on what the poll is. Every year, Riot Games asks the community of League of Legends which champions should be reworked for the new season. They do this for a variety of reasons, from visual updates, kit balances, reviving of champions, and new game elements galore. If they don't fall under these 4 categories specifically though, then they really should not be here. We're going to get into why I think many of these champions shouldn't be on this list, but all in good time. TLDR, there's 5 champions to choose from and the fans pick who they want to see fixed, period. Now let's actually discuss the entries for this year. Skarner, Nocturne, Shyvana, Quinn, and Udyr. Let's start off with Skarner. Visually, he's not terrible, at least compared to others on this list. He is an okay kid, although it's quite good apparently, if he can get these kind of win rates when the community pays attention to him. Look at that. 53.6% is a little bit high for them to say he needs a kit rework, but that might just be me. Skarner's not very popular, like, at all though, so he checks 2 of the 4 categories to be eligible to be here. Quinn is next. Visually, Quinn's pretty okay, she just needs a couple color grading fixes. Her kit is quite nice with evades, valor teamwork, not a high skill level, and she's a blast to play. She's 22nd highest in terms of win rates at the time of recording this, but her popularity is quite low. Skarner and Quinn are not going to get the rework though, and I'll explain why I know this in a bit. Then Shyvana. Visually she's fine, but her dragon form could use some work. Honestly, there isn't too much to say. She's pretty average in terms of looks. Now the kit, from what I hear, is very questionable. She needs major buffs, especially considering her trash garbage win rate. Her popularity is also some nonsense, so Shyvana checks every category and deserves to be here. Nocturne. So visually, he's some trash garbage shit. Like, look at his model. What are those head dimensions? It's so bad. Everyone I've talked to has said that they voted Nocturne strictly because of how bad his looks are, or they voted Udyr. We'll get there. For his kit, it's useful. His damage is good when you build well. His popularity's not the greatest and his win rate's pretty average though, so he checks 2 of the categories. Udyr. Now, Udyr's an interesting case. His model is quite terrible. His kit is confusing, but he pulls some high-ass win rates for some reason. His popularity is middle of the pack for League champions, which gives him a 2.5 out of 4 because of his popularity being decent, but I think this is helped by the fans. We'll get there. Now, do I think this was the best top 5 to choose to be eligible? Absolutely not. In my opinion, Kalista, Kassadin, Corki, Amumu, Trundle, Sejuani, Lulu, and more deserve these spots as well. Amumu, in my opinion, should be here over Skarner. Amumu's model is some trash garbage, his win rate is terrible, his popularity isn't great either, his kit is highly questionable, and his skin splashes seriously need to be updated. Lulu, literally the same shit minus the skin splashes. She could have replaced Quinn. Look at Lulu's model, and then tell me that is not disgusting. Her kit is
choices.
Her popularity is high in pro play, but average in regular, and she has pretty average win rates. Worse than Quinn, though, to be sure. So I would have put Amumu, Shyvana, Lulu, Nocturne, and Udyr in here. But we all know that out of these characters, Udyr would still win with how hard many popular League YouTubers are pushing for him. Let's talk about that. When it comes to Udyr, we all know that many people want him fixed. That's viable, and honestly, I would also give it to Udyr if it weren't for the fact that Shyvana checked more of my category boxes. There's a lot to loathe. Nicky Boy, Scooch, and other League YouTubers have been campaigning for Udyr to get the rework. To that I say to each their own. I personally would give it to Shyvana with what we're given, but there's a high chance Udyr's getting it. This, however, is not what I think Riot wants. When you look at how the wording is put for describing how each character would be done, there's something wrong here. I believe that Riot wants Nocturne to win, probably because of those head dimensions, Mary. But anyways, when you look at how Skarner and Nocturne are described side by side, it's obvious which one they want to push further. Skarner says that keep his ultimate and give him a visual update. Nocturne says, quote, embody a living nightmare and keep his iconic ultimate. They say the same thing, visual reworks and keep their ults, but Nocturne sounds far more appealing and thought out, which makes me think that Noc is who they want to redo, probably because they have a better vision for him in comparison to Skarner. Udyr's going to win though, since they gave fans the choice. In conclusion, let's give someone a shot so that next year Lulu can have her model update, because what is that, Veronica? Anyways, that's going to be it from me today. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and join me and the others who are not Kyle. If your name is Kyle, that is illegal here, as you can tell from the name of my channel, and you do have to get a new birth certificate. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. And with that, I will see you guys later. Bye, sis.
We on a date night, hope it's not a late night. Got a curfew and I'm trying to keep it, yeah. Secrets in the closet, virgin till I lost it. Boy, you know you drive me crazy, fuck me in the closet, baby.